I wonder if anyone's done this before, pairing wines with toasties.
Probably the market leaders.
Welcome to another episode of The Cared Degree. Absolutely thrilled to welcome Ben from Novel Wines this week, who's going to take us through some flavour pairing with cheese toasties.
Yeah, really excited. Got 3 wines here today to match with your 3 toasties. I think that'd be really cool.
So I'll talk you through the toasties. So we've got start and main dessert, nutty goat with goat's cheese, honey and walnut, and then the smokehouse, which is going to be smoked bacon, barbecue sauce and bacon bits. And then our special limited edition mascarpone, strawberry jam and white chocolate red velvet cupcake. So Ben, can you talk us through what wines you brought to go with this?
Yeah, of course. So with the goat's cheese, I've got a English wine from A. Beckett's, which is Wiltshire's largest vineyard, just down the road. We've got the Del Pedregal Tanat from Antigua Bodega Stagnari, which is a Uruguayan winery. And I've got the really exciting Monsoon Valley Thai dessert wine, 100% Chenin Blanc from Thailand.
Amazing.
So,
I'm super excited about this one. Thai wine just sounds incredible. So this is as if anyone needed an excuse to drink alcohol with breakfast. It seems like So what's the etiquette here? So swell, smell.
So, yeah, if you hold it by the stem, it just means you can swirl it really easily. If it's your first time swirling,
No, you say that, but that's...
first time, you just stick it on the table, 2 fingers either side,
Right.
and you swirl like that.
Okay, that's right.
And then when you get more confident, you pick it up.
Okay, right.
But then you fit your nose right in, take a long, slow breath. So we smell it because 60% of what you smell is what you taste. So it gives you a really good indication of what the wine might taste like. And also if it's off as well.
Right.
Most of these wines are
Not off.
very rarely off. Touch wood. But first time you taste it, just drink it and see if you like it.
Okay. That's really nice. It's quite subtle. I kind of expected it to be a bit more acidic from the smell, but it's actually really smooth.
Yeah, but you still got the acid at the back here, which when you pair it with food, everything will soften and mellow. So you have that lovely crisp apple fruit, but you'll have a much softer acidity at the back, which means with the food it will balance out really beautifully.
So in terms of actually pairing it with the food now, pairing the wine with the food,
Yeah.
what's the etiquette? You go food first, wine, food? How's it go?
So the best way to do it, so either the food is going to make the wine better, which hopefully it will, or the wine will make the food better. So that is usually one person will go one way, the other person will go the other way.
Okay.
So to test it, we always do a little bit of wine, then the food, then a little bit of the wine, and just see what works for you. So a little bit of wine, lovely apple flavour, and then a little bit of the food. Very
That's really,
nice. I like that. Follow up with the wine, and just watch that acidity just mellow completely.
Right, yeah.
Feel it?
Yeah.
There's no acid at all. Well, there is, but you can't taste it.
And I see what you mean about the salt balancing with the acidity of the wine as well. Yeah.
And it's like you're eating this and you're having a really crisp Granny Smith apple or something.
So Ben, what we got next?
So this is Uruguayan Tanat, which is a French grape variety Tanat, but it's found its home in Uruguay because it's much warmer there. So Tanat can be quite a high tannin variety, so it's got that dry flavour. You know when you have a red wine, it makes your whole mouth feel very dry. Tanat's also really full-bodied, so you've got rich fruit, jammy flavours, a little bit of meatiness as well. So pairing it with the bacon in this toastie is and the smokiness as well should work really beautifully.
Talking about artisanal wines and artisanal producers and that kind of thing, so this is our smokehouse toastie. So this has got barbecue sauce, which is made by a guy called Tubby Tom in Gloucestershire. It's the best barbecue sauce you've ever tasted in your life. It really is incredible. So help yourself, there you are.
Thank you.
I'm going to do this down here. I've not quite reached your levels of expertise when it comes to swirling.
So it's got quite a plummy,
Really fruity, right?
meaty sort of nose, but then when you taste it, it's quite full.
Yeah, I see what you mean by the meaty kind of depth to it. Yeah, that goes really nicely, particularly the smokiness with the wine.
And now, hopefully, when you go back to the wine, that tannin, that dryness, should be really, really soft, and again, it's fruitier.
I wonder if anyone's done this before, pairing wines with toasties. If not, this is like,
I think
this is worth doing.
probably the market leaders. That's lovely. The sauce is gorgeous. And something full-bodied like this, it needs that smokiness, that meatiness, to pair so beautifully. You ever drunk a glass of red and just felt really heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The best reds balance the alcohol with the acid, so it's back to that balance thing. Where it feels fresh, but it's nice and full and like a warm hug at the same time. So you're not feeling tired out after a glass, you could quite happily have 2 or 3. Best thing really is go to your independent and say, I like this, I got this to spend, recommend me something. We do it on Novel Wines all the time. People pop up, say, I love Malbec, recommend me a Malbec. I'll go, look, if you want to start out, Del Pedregal is great. If you want something ultra chocolatey, luxurious, full-bodied,
Extreme.
yeah, then we've got an Artesana Tanat, who are the specialists in Uruguay.
Amazing. And people can do this all on your website, so they just log on
Yeah.
and then you get recommendations just as you go through the process, is that right?
Yeah, me and my business partner George were on the other end. We just tell them what they should go for.
Right, brilliant. So personalised advice on the website. What do you think?
Personalised, yeah.
Amazing.
everything.
So Ben, what we got here, this is our third wine to go with our dessert flavour.
Yeah, this is something properly unique. Thai dessert wine. The main reason people say I don't like sweet wine is because they go, it tastes like syrup or honey or whatever. Whereas this it's sweet, it's got that fresh acidity at the back, so you can drink more than one glass again quite happily.
So these wines that you brought along today, this isn't the sauce that you can get in the supermarket, is that right?
No, we specialise in stuff other people don't do. So there's so many places doing the classics so well, so we source the weird and wonderful. The best thing about our wines is whatever the occasion, whether you're buying it as a gift or just a wine to have with dinner, you can bring it out and you can talk about it. It makes it less of something you drink in front of the telly and more something you share with friends.
That's amazing. I love that you kind of position it as like a talking point, and that's kind of what we're trying to achieve at Cheese Toasties, you know, is like making flavour combinations and balance and getting people talking about food. So here we go, wine, and so we got the red velvet next. So this is red velvet bread. We've got white chocolate, mascarpone cheese and strawberry jam, and we're going to pair this with a Thai Chenin Blanc. Oh, that's amazing. It's a lot more kind of subtle than your average kind of dessert wine, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's like
that's
sweet
intense.
apple fruit,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like syrup.
I think wine makes everything better. So again, I see like we're starting to balance kind of flavours between what you were saying about the acidity and the salty. Like in the bread here, we got like a little bit of salt. It's just kind of a subtle bit.
Because I'm a Pop-Tart fan. But
I'm a Pop-Tart fan as well.
That is better than a Pop-Tart because it's tempered by that tiny bit of saltiness in the bread,
Yeah,
which makes
right.
it really, really nice. It's also a great blue cheese one. So if you want to go savoury with the toasty, because blue cheese has a huge acidity in it versus other cheese. When you pair it with something like this, which has the acidity in bucket loads but is sweet as well, the combination is great. My biggest sort of indulgence is a block of Stilton and a bottle of that Thai dessert wine.
Excellent
I'll just
taste.
sit there all afternoon.
So also a question that I should really ask everyone that comes on the show: favourite cheese?
Favourite cheese? Roquefort Blue. I didn't eat cheese for 18 years.
Really?
And then I jumped straight for blue. It's crazy. I know,
Straight at the deep end.
Stilton, Roquefort, Gorgonzola, just all of it. Loved it.
So we're going to wind up there. If you're interested in finding out more about incredible wines like this, you need to head over to novelwines.co.uk and chat to Ben or George on live chat and find the perfect wine for you or to go with your toasty. Join us next time when we're going to be doing some more obscene stuff to cheese sandwiches because YouTube. Thanks again for watching another episode of The Cared Degree. If you're sick of trying the same old boring wines from your supermarket, definitely head over to novelwines.co.uk. They've got some seriously amazing stuff. If you like the look of some of the toasties we're cooking up there, head over to cheeseposties.com where you can subscribe to our menu of 30 ridiculous flavours. And if you just like watching people getting unnecessarily geeky over food, make sure to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel.